final. For your own safety, it's recommended to set the mock house exit as your home point after changing jobs. For your own safety. Oh, the Moogle's gone. Hey everyone. It is Xbox lockdown. It's Wednesday, September 9th, 2015. I'm Dentro, and we're still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. Last night, we did quite a bit more than we usually do. Just about finished Wings of the Goddess missions last night. There's still one thing left to do. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to use the Wolf Ring. Because my home point is still set in the past, where it belongs. And we need to get the last final mission, which is going to give us our earring reward. If I read it correctly. Which I probably didn't, because I don't know how to read. In Robbergus, examine the vertical conflux at F5 for a cutscene and the option to augment your Moonshade earring. Okay. It doesn't say that you have to unequip your weapon. Probably have to unequip your weapon. We're on Monk. Just because Monk is awesome. Doesn't look like I got my weapon equipped. Oh, we're also on the Xbox tonight because we're going to be unlocking an achievement. Nope. Don't have Leopold equipped. So I've spent a little bit of time looking at the different augments that you can get on the earring, and I have to, I hate to say, none of them are jumping out at me going, this is the one you want. I don't think anything is necessarily best in slot for either Monk or Thief, and these are the only two jobs that are high enough a level to actually equip it. I did talk about it in the Link Shell chat, and people were very quick to correct me that there are some very decent stats on there. Given, again, nothing's going to be best, but the regain, like he was coming straight for me. The really, we're on Xbox, so every time that we go into a new zone, the Xbox is going to have to download all my items and all my boxes, and that takes a little while. What was I saying? Oh, so there's a couple things. There's two augments that you get to put on the earring. The first one's not awesome. There's really not too much awesome to choose from. You got like +4 accuracy, +4 attack, +25 HP, +25 MP, ranged attack, that kind of stuff. Nothing great for a level 9 piece. Is there my monk macros? Yeah, they are. We're also, since we're running in by this area, I'm just gonna jump in front of one of the true sight mobs to see if it aggroes me. It could be because I'm 99, it won't, but I don't think what it is. I'm all random tonight, I apologize. It's the second tier of augments that look decent. If I had mage jobs, I would be going with the plus refresh, because you can, it helps to have more refresh on any kind of mage job. Even though when I'm on a mage job, I always have my weapon trunk, so it really wouldn't work, but if you ever do anything with groups, it'd be different. I don't have my trust out, so of course they're gonna aggro me. Right in front. Yep. That's an aggro. It won't be live long though. So I think I'm gonna go with the regain. It's like plus, I want to say it's either 10 TP a tick, as long as you have your weapons pulled. So even if you're slept, it'll still gain a TP or if you're missing, that kind of thing. And maybe macro it into a gain build, maybe? I don't know. All my gear is still so subpar that I'm just working on a best general overall set. Then once I have that, I can start min-maxing individual pieces to one for weapon skills and another for EP build. All the stuff that I fight is so easy that it's not necessarily something that I see as a big deal yet. One day. The other option is going for the mage earring, or augments that would help a mage earring, with the one day maybe having a job that can equip it. But as of right now, I mean, I've got thief and I've got monk that can equip it, because that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, 99 monk, 99 thief, and everything else at 70 and up. Almost everything else at 75 and up. Scholar's almost there. 5 more levels. So we're gonna, yeah, I think I know what I want. Since I'm Mithra, I'm gonna go for plus attack over accuracy. I mean, it's only +4 either way. Not gonna make or break. Reality with reality collideth, and in time returneth to the waltz, with the hope of life restored, unto thee a single vanishing tear wished thus. May thy courage never falter, may thy heart stay ever true. I shall imbue thy moonshade earring with a power of thy choosing. Consider this my small gift to thee. Know that the vessel can house only such power as befits its diminutive size. Think well and choose wisely, lest thou shouldest later come to regret thy decision. Need time to consider, or have the moonshade earring imbued? Definitely. So, attack +4. Attack, magic accuracy, magic attack bonus. That's probably the one I would go for if it was a mage. And then MP +25. That's a fairly decent one. So attack +4. And select the second augment. Regain probably the one you want. Refresh, that's only if your weapon is well, not necessarily unequipped, but you're not in combat with your weapon out. Occasionally grants damage bonus based on TP +5%. TP bonus +250. If I was a samurai, I'll go with that one. Occasionally maximizes magic accuracy +3. Quicken spellcasting +3. Occasionally, not always. Counter +3. I thought about this one, I really did. Occasionally increase resist to all stat elements +5. Alright, so regain. Art thou certain this is the power thou desirest? Aye. I have imbued the moonshade earring with the power thou hast chosen. Take it, and go with the blessing of the goddess. We got ourselves a moonshade earring. One of these days. So, let's see. Accuracy +4, strength +2. I don't necessarily want to give up strength +2, especially in an earring slot. But a little bit more there. Alright, so I got the ether roll and the moonshade. Now, onto the next quest, Champion of the Dawn. We're going to enter the Walk of Echoes from any entrance for a cutscene that begins the quest. I.e., we can receive the cutscene upon entering via our card on Flex. See if it'll let me in here. Lead to the Walk of Echoes? Yes. If I read it correctly, we should get the cutscene as soon as we enter. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go on a pretty massive fetch quest once again. If I did it right. Doesn't look like you did it right. Maybe. There we go. Let's see. Did I mention that the game locks up every time you change a zone? Then a quill. It. Me. This. Can't. Not. Strength. I. You. Thoughts. Gathering strength. Can you. Me. Fast. Far. Dug. Glacier. Yeah. Free. Reconstruct me. Please. Power. Meta. No. Coordinate door. Waiting. Well, that's kind of cryptic. So, now that we did that, obtain a Breath of Dawn from the unnamed target at East Runfar S. Upper left. So it's Runfar. Let's see if our... I did just unequip that ring, didn't I? Okay, good news is we can equip it again. Wait for it to proc. Click, click. We're gonna go back in time. Actually, no, this would be the same time. We're just kind of outside of time at the moment. And we're gonna go to Runfar. We're gonna click, I think it's one of the little shiny things. The unnamed target at East Runfar S, H7, upper left corner. Good news is we don't have to do all 8 of them, because that was a pain. Just gonna catch up on Link Show chat here. Yeah, it's Ron Galoots. I forgot to stare at him this time. Because, I have another keyboard, or actually I could pull one of these keyboards out and plug it into the Xbox. But every time that I put the keyboard on my lap to type, the kitty wants to sit in my lap, so I don't do that. Instead I get this little keypad thingy. Use that. Yes, I want to brave the wild. Campaign battle. Love campaigns. H7. If I remember correctly, this is going to be the one that's by the tree over by the river. At least the music doesn't lock up. I should knock on wood. Out of Breath of Dawn. Next, we're gonna go to Jeuno Forest, west edge of the square near river in the stone. I'm willing to bet that our ring is, yep, 7.5 minutes ago. First in the scholars. I think I'm pointing towards the entrance. Loud. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down just a minute. I'll be right back. Almost ran into the wall. Forest and Looking Glacier. trying to remember the one in Jugner. Ah, the sun is setting, which means the ladybugs become aggressive. If what I was told last night is accurate. Probably. As soon as I hit enter, it logs up. There we go. I want to go to Jugner. This quest that we're doing, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this should be to get the Cait Sith, not the trust, the summon. You need to be get Cait Sith as a trust. Almost. I had forgotten. This was the whole reason as to why I was playing on the Xbox earlier this week. Or not playing on the PC earlier this week. Hey, you know, awesome, but I think they're alright. I need to find a little bridge to cross over. I think that's one right there. Yeah, this will work. This will work just fine. If I can get on top of it. Alright, bitty bug. You didn't see nothing. Looking for... Alright, we got the Breath of Dawn. Now we just need to, the bridge over here. Now we just need to go to Boasting Glacier, get the same thing, be the third key item, and then I believe... then I believe we get to go and do the battle. Sure. Wait a second. Well, this isn't gonna work, is it? Because it was a one-way drop, so you can't get back to the campaign arbiter. And Warp Ring isn't ready for another 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Not to fear, there is another way. I remember correctly, on the other side of the lake will be the zone to East Ronfar. And we just lost video. Uno momento. I'm gonna keep running forward on auto runs. I don't think anything here can aggro. And my hog capture device is rather finicky tonight. Hopefully this is the only time it's... That's not working yet. Close this out. Down. Open it. More time. Have to unplug it, plug it back in. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Man, look at that, I'm running into a wall. Thinking. Oh. Uh, okay. Exactly sure how to do it now. There we go. Sorry about that. Hopefully it won't happen again. But my luck, it's probably going to happen 7 more times before the stream's over. I shouldn't say that. So what were we doing? We were running back to East Ronfar. We still got 19 seconds. Question is, which is going to be faster? I'm pretty sure right on the other side of... Hello? Never seen you before. As those blundering... Silence those blundering footsteps, woman. You'll cost me my prize catch. Guess that means he wants either fish or... Oh, don't tell me this is also a one-way drop. No, it's not a one-way drop. Not too far. We're almost there. So we're gonna run there. Use the book. Teleport. Save our 10-minute cooldown on the warp ring, because we'll probably be needing it again in less than 10 minutes. Maybe. Probably. But we shall see. We shall see. And after we get the Cait Sith summon, we'll be working on, which probably is going to be the harder one, getting the Atomos summon. Don't have as much prereq stuff that you have to do. I think you just have to collect one of these fragment memory thingies. And then after that, the only problem about that battle is you have to keep a little set up. And if my battle with Odin was in a inclination, you won't be able to use trust NPCs for it. I hope you can make things easier. For survival guide. Teleportation. Locked up. Alright, so these are the Dallas areas. Posting Glacier. Using tabs. I could use the book to go to South Sandy, and then use the campaign order to go to the Glacier. And while that would reduce the amount of distance I have to travel, I don't think it would reduce the amount of time, adding to the fact that the game will lock up an extra time. Just like it is here. And you still have the loading stuff and aggroing the imps. I forgot about aggroing the imps. Now it's a party. What's going on in Link Shell chat? Ninja Face is talking quite a bit. They're pretty cool. Low gear there, insane. But unlike Beast, it takes a couple gear sets to do it. I just wish I could play blue in basically any event ever. Beast takes a lot of gear sets. Anyone need like 100 Tonberry coats? Laugh out loud. What for? I could use one damn transparent insect wing. Stupid stingy flies. Just have them from trying to get this torque. RNG Isis has forsaken me. I know your pain. Not only do I have to hope to get a chest at all, but I have to hope it is brown instead of blue. And hope it is one I can open. And then hope it has my torque. I have no idea what they're talking about. Probably endgame stuff. And I haven't been a part of endgame stuff since... How long has it been? Since before Wings of the Goddess came out. Yeah, it's been quite some time. Alright, this should be a safe spot to turn around and attack. I'm going to kill you, little imp. We have counter stance up. Let's do the Shijin Spiral as soon as we have enough TP to the left. I was hoping it would kill him. I was mistaken. Ow. Didn't have much HP left. Do I have a chakra macro? I do. And yet chakra will not remove bio. I wonder why that is. Spectral Jig back up. Alright, Mr. Gigas Pounder. Stay right there. Don't turn around. Alright, we got our ski item here. Spectral Jig again. Still got 4 seconds. Walk away. Keep walking. Don't do a little turn around at the last minute kind of thing. Wonder how much that bio is ticking for. Well, it doesn't seem to be taking anything off, so it's probably... what's the word I'm looking for? God dang it. We're on different levels, dude. Piss me off, so you get 1-inch punch. 1-inch punch did not kill the airman. That again knocked him down to maybe 1% HP. Click. We're gonna do teleportation. Yes. Ooh. Remind me to see if I'm up for an evaluation. I definitely need another rank up. I'm assuming I'm gonna get a rank up, just based on all the battling I did on Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday. Let's go check it right now while we're thinking about it. Because the week is not complete until Ronjaloots gives you the bedroom eyes. Because he's French. He's not French. He's Sandorian. Pink wings? What are they talking about? Excuse me. Went to Subway for lunch. They put jalapenos on my sandwich. I didn't ask for jalapenos. They just gave it to me, freebie. And I've been having reflux trouble ever since. No. Not the book. So used to the book. My ledger states that the earliest you can apply for an evaluation is in 3 hours. And time just changed. Is it still 3 hours? Nope, still 3 hours. So we gotta come back after 12:30? Really? if we'll be up that late. Oh well. So what are we gonna do next? We're gonna go back. Start with this guy. Robert? Yeah, I think we need to go to enter Walk of Echoes from Robert S at F5 and examine the ornate door for a cutscene. Alright. Back to Robert. Re-examine the door for another cutscene. Examine the door for a third time to battle the notorious monster, Cait Sith. And we're back in Rubber. The undead will probably be out, so we're gonna hit Spectral Jig so we don't accidentally aggro them. Not that I'm worried about the undead. I mean, I'm on Monk. They should be worried about me. But, trying to save time. Well, certain things we're trying to do to save time. Also trying to think what to do after everything, because I really didn't plan too much else on what else needs to be done. I suppose we could go ahead and start the next Wings of the Goddess quest line, either the Windurst one or the Bestock one. I think we'll do Windurst next. Not my favorite. Actually, I don't think I have a favorite as far as the quest lines go. I do kind of want to save Bestock for last. Just because I know Bestock has a Galka badass or two in it that I kind of enjoy. So I'd like to end that on a good note. And to be honest, I kind of want to see Windurst burn. Call me an evil son of a bitch. But yeah. Alright. Hippogriffs do aggro through invisibility if you walk right in front of them. I think this distance they don't aggro. Yeah. Good. That one won't make up its mind what direction it wants to go in. So we'll go to its left. Yep. Since we're not on Thief, it doesn't really do us too much good to kill everything, because probably won't be getting any drops. I heard something. Just hearing stuff. Where's my kid at? Are you down here? Hiding. Let's see what my macro setup or trust macro setup is on Monk right now. Again, I don't think you can pull. Ooh. Okay. I remember why I had this one set up. Oh, this is the one that we used when we were battling Alexander. And you needed one of each job, a mage, a range attack, a melee. And I've just never edited it since then. Alright. Gonna get our game faces on. Game face basically means switch out a ring. I believe both these people are in my link shop. Proceeding to the Walk of Echoes. No cutscene here. Come on. Alright, let's get to the door before it locks up. You can do it, Cyndaquil. I have faith in you. No. These things happen. Or so I'm told. I don't think we need to click the Regal Paw Prints. I think we just enter Walk of Echoes from Grauberg S at F5 and examine the ornate door for a cutscene. Alright, here comes our cutscene. Long time no see, kitty kitty. Yeah, Cyndaquil, I can finally communicate like before. You're the best. I forgot how I promised to be of use to you. Serve you well. What do you ask? Be of use or forgot? Yeah, don't forget. Yes, forgot. Failed to remember. Not to be of use. But I can help you. No, not in the way you might hope. Our world has rules too. Ways of doing things must abide properly. Rules which go beyond the world of man, encompass the entirety of all universes and dimensions. Don't ask me why. I didn't make them. I just play by them. Or have you forgotten all you have learned? Had your memories consumed? Let us then wake them up with a spar, a contest of claws. Oh, I brought my claws. Unless, of course, you'd rather not. Pain isn't my forte, and when it comes to love and peace, I'm quite content. Very happy indeed. I'll let you decide what's best. I'll return these to you. If you had need of me, just use them, and I'll come bounding to your side. Curiosity may have killed the Cait, but indecision is what'll finish you. If you decide to use them, they'll be gone forever, whether you triumph or fail, so you'll have to start from square one. Make a fresh beginning. Imagine what a pain it will be to slink around to all those places again. Would be. Don't worry your tail off. Now that I'm as good as new, one place should be enough. More than sufficient. I'll be here grooming myself whenever you're ready. Good to go. No, we're not going to do anything special. We're just going to walk up and punch the cat in the face. Well, might put up counter stats. Don't expect me to paw around. Come, give it your all. Champion of the Dawn. I forgot to get my phone. Alright, everyone cross your fingers to see if I can do trust in PC. Ooh, I can't. This is gonna be easy. One of these times we just gotta pull out all silly trusts, like the baby chocobo chick and, you know, everybody else that doesn't attack. I wonder if Karugo-Narugo is gonna cast refresh on me, because I like almost out of MP. You're done, kitty. Don't hold back. I can take whatever you throw at me. Aww. She makes such cute noises. Quite a bit of HP, didn't she? I might just be able to get a weapon skill up. Alright, here we go. Which one this is? Who's? Shijin's father. There we go. Got hate back. Dice. Anything but the dice. Dr. Shantoto for the win. 1 minute, 31 seconds. Not too bad, considering we spent 30 of those seconds summoning trust, maybe 40? Probably closer to 30. Hee, what more do you expect from the champion of the dawn? I know all the Cait siths will lend you our strength, all of our capabilities. Oh, it froze. There may be a limit to what I can do for you, but speak, say your piece. What is it you desire? I want the belt, the ring, the torque, skill, your services as an avatar, or Lilith set to... Ooh, pick that option. I can't do that. It's something well beyond my powers, physically and magically impossible. Besides, her departure was her own wish, in the end. When I think how she was prepared to... No, I can't. But surely you don't require a thorough explanation, a total rundown. One of the goddess's wings is too clever for that. Oh shit, don't tell me it doesn't give me the choice now, does it? Oh, okay. Thought I might have screwed it up. Your services as an avatar. Are you sure? Completely positive? Correct. Understood. Perfectly clear. Consider your wish granted. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be one of the avatars that you have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Using your 2-hour ability to be able to summon. I know Odin and Alexander are like that. That contract is complete. Signed and sealed. I'll fight by your side as long as you draw breath. What's wrong? I can't stand long speeches. Did you expect something special? Oh, hush. It's all part and parcel of the deal. Don't worry, I haven't deceived you, led you astray. That's it. Show's over. Go with Altana, esteemed champion of the dawn. I must make like a tear and dry up. Disappear. Do you remember those words? My soliloquy. There's no sense in hiding the truth for you, so I'll let it all out. Come clean. What remains of me here is but a fragment. That's right. I'm a simple ghost. An apparition. I cannot tell whether I shall be permitted to stay or if I shall fade. Vanessa. But I shan't give up for so long as you have need of me. Now, if you're done cating around, we've got work to do. Yeah? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is not. What a fur-raising proposition. Incredibly frightful. Well, I'll do what I can. And we got the ability to summon Cait Sith. There's much rejoicing. Alright, so let's see what's next here. Alright, the dawn also rises. This is the repeatable one, so say if you wanted to get all the items you can get, like... I'll just read over it. Obtain a single breath of dawn from either East Ronfar, Jugner Forest, or Bostein Glacier. Enter the Welcome Echoes from F5 in Grauberg and check the ornate door for a cutscene. Check the door again to enter the battlefield. This can only be done once a real Earth Day resets at Japan midnight. Cannot be done the same day as Champion of the Dawn, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. You'll have to remind me. I'm not... It didn't work. Have exclamation point. Actually, I think it's summoning magic. It's gonna be embarrassing if I don't have it. Yep, there she is. On to... What was the one's name? Atomos. Yeah, that's it. So, scrolling down again. Sorry. A Forbidden Reunion. Enter the Walk of Echoes from the vertical conflicts at F5 in Grauberg for a cutscene with Cait Sith that begins the quest. Proceed. Entering through Zargobardas also works to begin the quest, but then you must go to Grauberg's entrance to... Seems a little odd, but we'll see. Freeze? Yeah, it froze. Leading to the Walk of Echoes. My gut's telling me this isn't gonna work. It just seems odd that you would go into it once for one battle, get a cutscene, then go back in. It hasn't shown up yet. Keeps doing this. Cyndaquil, I knew you would come back. Return to me. Things have gotten a bit hairy since you were last here. I helped you before, so now's your turn to lend me your aid. Listen to my plight. Absolutely. You've always been such a good friend, a friendly do-gooder. So pure of heart, in fact, that I'm sure you can hear her calling out. Close your eyes and open your ears. Sounds like Gil. Can hear, please. Altana, Atto, Orbe, Dark, Hinder. So, can you hear her calling out to you? Asking you things? Only when you can feel her heart and spirit will you be able to fully comprehend, wholly understand. Please, help her. Ren, fight. Dark, future. We gave it our all. We tried to stop the kindred, and one false step would have spelled ends. I tried, but the cavernous maw I sealed, they opened it. You see, Lilith is fighting tooth and claw in her world, leading the just against the profane, the ones who wish to harm our world. Their raids on Shadow Kindred strongholds have sowed chaos and prevented the sinister forces from making further inroads. But now they set their beady little eyes on something bigger. Atoms. They want their foothold to turn into utter domination, and are trying to use the Walk of Echoes to return to the past. Our past. Lady Lilith is a magnanimous maiden compared to them, and they leave no hope in their wake. Everything shrouded in despair. Please. Oh, sorry, this is Lilith. Please. Need your once more. I hope voice can reach. Is it? Cyndaquil? Hear me. Cyndaquil. Waiting for... You really did it, Cyndaquil. She could hear you, understand what you said. Spoken like a true champion of the dawn. The time's come to quit catting around and tell you what's going on. Everything Lilith said was true, fully verified. She ventured to the dark future and sealed the cavernous maws, which are being forced open by the Shadow Kindred. They haven't found the trump card, though, the entrance to the past here in the Walk of Echoes. Lilith has trapped those few who stumbled close, but there's limits to what she can do on her own. Not to say that I didn't help, lend a hand, but everything happened so quickly, and it takes all my strength to frazzle the gates that connect this world to that one. The arena within is burgeoning with demons and threatens to burst, explode into bits. They even poked their heads out a bit. They realized they couldn't come barreling through the entrance like a crazed gobu. Perhaps they're smarter than I thought. But we can't sit here wringing our hands while Lilith is holding them back in that arena. You'd be proud of how strong she'd become, despite the circumstances. It will be a meeting all Vanadil will remember. I'll take the plunge and tell her you're right behind me, which I assume you will be. I like how the little cat bounces around. Alright. I entered a Walk of Echoes from the Vernal Conflux for a cutscene with Cait Sith that begins the quest. Entering through Zarpalardus also works, but we have to go here. Examine the ornate door and Walk of Echoes for another cutscene and a butterfly-shaped key. Let's just make sure we have the quest. Crystal War. Forbidden Reunion. Cait Sith has implored you to find a way to help the struggling Lilith, for a cavernous maw has opened to the dark future. Go forth and ensure that the world does not fall. There it is. Kind of pretty. I like purple. Lots of people do. It was Nikki's favorite color. Love purple. She wanted the Spite Warden's AF armor for her own character, but oh well. Then the quill. Is it really? Never would I have thought to have seen you again in either world. I can see I'm not the only one who's been doing some training. Really? Okay. So, what do you think? You've gotten cuter, still the same old Lilith. Better go with the you've gotten cuter. No women. Oh, what that? What? Now let's leave that aside. I've been doing all I can over here, not just for me, but for Lilith. Yet it's not enough. One of the Dark Kindred's generals eked out a strange power from beyond the void. Remember, Cyndaquil, how we tried to go back in time and alter the course of history? His goal is one and the same. I never thought he could succeed, but underestimating the enemy only sowed the seeds of our own defeat. It's all my fault. Had I only been more vigilant. It's thanks to Cait Sith that we barely managed to seal him inside. But his power, Cyndaquil, it's real. Even worse, it's something I can't handle on my own. We can only keep him sealed in so long before he inevitably breaks free. Please, lend me your aid one last time. We've got to vanish him before the past is rewritten. Alright, Future Fabulos, back in action. Oh my. I shouldn't be so peppy when the future of my world is on the line. If we're to see this through, we must remain 100% focused. Take a look. This is the key that will open the rift for us. Cait Sith will prepare another one if things turn sour, so return to the arena's entrance if you need to be transported again. I couldn't be more ready. Let me show you what I'm made of. Come on. Alright. See if this does it. A forbidden reunion. Okay. So I think there's gonna be 3 mobs. And since we need to keep Cait off Lilith's set, what we'll be doing, there's not more on the tree. 1. Ooh, ugly, isn't it? Definitely 2. Which with anticipation syndicate, it's now or never. Hopefully we can do trust. I'm gonna basically let them focus on the fight. Do I have a Chi Blast macro? Nope, I'm gonna make one. Just won't run in there before I'm ready. B-L-A-S-T. What is that? S-T-N-P-C. What is that? Alright, so what we shall do is simply run up there. We'll attack that guy and Chi Blast the other. That didn't work, did it? Okay, now we'll switch target. This guy. Green wolves. Basically, I need to keep her alive. Surprised at how much damage she's taken. Fortunately, she doesn't have hate. Shantoto's going down. Down 50%. Why are you taking so much damage, little set? Because I don't have Fairy's Coffin. Not sure why the game sound is so high. Now that it's knocked down a little bit. Hold on. I don't want little set to fall to here. Tell me if this sounds any better. If I take on Gloom Scale. Alright, Shantoto is down. I have a bad feeling Karugo-Narugo is going to go down next. Especially if he does I lost my tank. Alright, better do a chakra. Abilities. Job abilities. 100 Fist. And I know you're not supposed to do anything during 100 Fist, but we gotta keep a little setup. Oh! Turned into Lilith. Good to know. Ready yet. I think I'm frozen. There we go. Five minutes, 52 seconds. It might have been easier on a mage job. I can't believe we lost our tank and Dr. Shantoto. Shantoto never goes down. Unlike some trust NPCs, she never fails me. But hey, a win's a win, even when it's not a pretty win. Oh. Forgot, I have to wait for the, Here we go. Game to catch back up. What do you suppose? A cavernous maw? But can we call it that if it's so tiny? I had a feeling this would be the case. Feline intuition. The ability to open a cavernous maw doesn't depend on mere strength or potency. It's the key. The key, that thing, it's Atomos in its most fetal form. That's the best approximation I can describe. Atomos, the distorter of time, sometimes gives birth to these abnormalities. They're like little babies, oohing toward the darkness. That explains it then. The dark kindred abomination must have gotten its claws on it. Precisely, beyond doubt. It fused with the demon's corporeal form and opened up an entrance. A sobering truth indeed. Luckily for us, we managed to separate it. But we can't just leave it sitting here like an apple falling from a tree. Someone will find it. And then... Therefore, Cyndaquil, I nominate you to squish it. Oof. Okay. Oof. I know we can't let it fall into the wrong hands, but do you think that's wise? Yeah? Panic, panic, panic. Champion of the Dawn, daughter of Altana, your desires come to me like ancient memories, and they are who I am. Cyndaquil? Cyndaquil, hush, we're communing with Atomos. She's absorbed a bit of Atomos' being. Normally that would be cause for concern, but Cyndaquil, you appear to be in perfect health. With him inside, you'll be able to call forth his powers to aid you. Normally, a pact is required for an avatar to be bound, but this was a special case, an anomaly. Treat that newfound power like you would a helpless child. Well, if Cait Sith says it's safe, well, she's always been on our side. But those times that she wasn't. Cait Sith Seether, not on our side. But I am afraid, Cyndaquil, that this is where we part. The dark future is expectedly bleak, but I'll be able to press on knowing that you're always by my side. Our reunion turned out to end in happiness, but next time we might not be so lucky. My sworn duty is to prevent something like this from ever happening again. Oh, is that so? Are you sure you don't want to engineer another excuse to see each other again? Hey! You should know better than that. The first time the door closed, I thought it was over forever. But our heartfelt goodbyes and tear-jerking soliloquies seem a bit false now, don't they? Yeah, kinda do. Still, I'll always be fighting to bring light to where none has shone before. Cyndaquil, goodbye. Just like that. Why, her speeches are enough to make even me blush. Turn red as a beet. But for her to leave this behind means that she trusts you above all else. Always value those with whom you've parted. Get a cipher of Luliset's alter ego. She should have just given it to you herself, but that would have been unbecoming, wouldn't you say? The bonds between you are unseverable. Of that, I can be certain. Of course, that didn't prevent me from making her a similar one of you, or did I stick my paws in too far this time? No matter the physical distance between you, you'll always serve as the goddess's wings, your hearts and thoughts united as one. Never forget that. Ever. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is almost the end to the Wings of the Goddess missions. I said almost. There's one last thing to do. Screw it. We'll just do it this way. Items. Don't have it equipped. Never have the warp ring equipped when you need it equipped. Except for that one time that you had it equipped and you didn't need it equipped and you didn't even have your weapon equipped that time. That was last night. That's done. I've never seen Achimos used for summoning magic. Not exactly sure what it does. Can we go this way? No. Use this. Travel to another home point. Wait for the Xbox to finish loading all your data. We'll shoo. Teleport to Mahara. I think there's other places you can go to get the achievements unlocked. Mahara is just the only one that I know of for sure, so that's where I just always go. That, and since I usually level up all my 75 jobs in Laravone Zozo, it's just, you know, one zone away, short trip, run over there, unlock it, and you're done. So let's see. What you're looking for? Magic? Summoning magic? There's Atomos. Oh. Locked up again. Stop that. ATO. Ah, they don't have a spell name for it. Mrs. Dent not knowing what to do with the Xbox onboard key. Here we go. Alright, everyone cross their fingers, let's hope this works. Unlock an achievement. Should only be one to choose from. View next page. Wings of the Goddess missions. Yay, 40 gamer score. I love that noise. Alright, so... anything else? I want to say there was one last thing. There is one last thing. And that's a... ooh, been looking for one of these. I got like way too many crystals on me. So let's close that out. Mouse, base, two. Let's just knock everything down to 2 stacks. This is why I have no space. Falling crystals. Okay. Light, dark, Okay, we'll keep the clusters. Yeah, I know this is entertaining, watching me trade crystals to the thingamabob. Just me taking advantage of something that I saw. Trade. Alright, there we go. 37,000 kinetic units. I don't know if that's a lot, but... Ah. Travel to another home point, Sandoria, southern Sandoria, by the Mog House. Please. Okay, that's loading. It's going to take a second to get done. I did not get this part prepared. I didn't know how long it was going to take. Barely took more than an hour. As far as it hasn't looked up yet. Roll. Yes. Almost. We need to do snake on the plains. Down at the bottom? Oh, you've got Cypher Lilith's alter ego on him, do you? Ooh, this old mind does not work like it used to, for I know not one whit about that person. Nobody seems to remember Lilith. So let's... Done. We got a little bit of time left on that, so let's just go straight to Windy. Travel to another home point. Windurst. No, not that Windurst. Shadow Rain Windurst. Route to front, Windurst Waters, home point number 1. There we go. Okay. Can deal with that. Now I gotta try and find out which NPC. Go to H9, become the quest to receive some Sith's all-purpose buddy. H9. That's where we're headed. Map. Let's scan. Yep. We need this. I don't think we really need to do it. I don't. Yeah, no. Alt tab in here. Put H9. Figure it out from there. That way. This is this way. Numbers go up as we go south, so this is G, H should be to the west. Oh, east. I already forgot her name. I'm hoping that it's actually, I think that's it. Yep, Mia Rio. Ria, something like that. told you once, and I don't like repeating myself, so if you know what's good for you, you'd best turn tail and march out of Cobra territory double time. Oh. Do I already have this quest? Main spots, find square, system war effort, or so claims what requires a number of ladybug wings. Okay. I misread it. If you have already signed up with another nation, you must complete this quest to switch allegiance to not require an invitation from others. Speak with Northern Windurst waters and walk through Fort Karugo. Not work. So we gotta do something else. Unless there's another one that I need to talk to. For her. Alright, says here you've already gone and joined some other nation's forces, but if you're finally come to your senses and decided to return to the Cobras, I think I can pull a few strings for a price. You're carrying allied notes, right? Please note that upon changing allegiances, you will be required to return the 2 most prestigious campaign medals you possess. There is no penalty if you have yet to earn any medals. Proceed with the transaction? Okay. Are you absolutely sure? Yeah. Lost my wings. Oh well, we'll get them back. Your transfer from the Knights of the Iron Realm to the Cobra unit is complete. I wonder why it didn't say talk to her. Or you talk to her. It isn't Cyndaquil. It's great to see you again. Now, get out of my face before I decide to use your belly to test out my new knives. Okay. Maybe we have to zone into, yeah. We'll try that. I think it's gonna work, but it's worth a shot. Find out. West. Current. 4. I don't have that one. Hopefully this dude will let me out, won't you? Oh, they stick the Taru wearing leather armor to guard the gate. No wonder why the city burned. That's not fair. Okay. Alright, everyone, cross your fingers. I'm hoping that if I run in here, it'll start a cutscene. Maybe? Maybe not. Probably not. Doesn't look like it, does it? Unless... maybe I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. Let's see what she says. If she still ignores me, then we're just gonna go into the next NPC. Yep. Let's go to the Gondola at H10 in Windurst Waters North to begin the quest. Jeuno will ask you to bring him a star fruit. Disappears during campaign battles in town. So we're going to H10. Yep. That's better. H10. So further south. There she is. Okay, so I think this is what I did wrong. I might have done something else even more wrong, but oh well. Hey, aren't you Cyndaquil from the Cobras? Should you be slithering around like a lost viper? We just got a new Mithra unit in from Dear Lord. Ozira. Why don't you join me in greeting them? I'm gonna make it a pretty cloak out of Yugudo feathers. Pluck, pluck, pluckety, pluck. You never had any fashion sense. And here they are. Welcome to Windurst. Oh dear. I just noticed Dia and Cyndaquil have the same hairstyle. I couldn't wait to try my hand at some of the fishing you've got here. Geo snagged a megalodon from the deck of this ship. Took her 3 good wallows before it quieted down. Sounds like you had an exciting trip. Prendola. This is the boss, Roma Migo. So you're Roma Migo. I've heard tales of your ferocity. Now, there's no need for flattery. We're glad to have you aboard. But we're going to have to call you something other than Olziran Volunteer Army, Mithra. Think of a name for your unit. You want us to decide right now? How about the Butterfly Battalion? Are you trying to kill the Yugudo with fits of laughter? Our company should have a vicious sounding name like the Terrible Tigresses. Yeah, I like that. Isn't that kinda... no change in your mind. Right. Terrible Tigresses, it is. Welcome to Windurst. As you can see, the city is recently invaded by the Yugodo Theo military, and they weren't here for tea and crumpets. The federal forces do have the warlocks for this kind of thing, but they aren't exactly intimidating. That's where we come in. I think all the cat's tails are in unison. Kinda looks that way. My Cobra unit and the Anaconda unit have been fighting over protecting the outskirts of the city. Girls have just arrived, so you can tag along with us until you get your bearings. And just so you know, the Cobras are the toughest and meanest soldiers in Mithra mercenaries. You play with us, you play with poison. Just the way I like it. Show these beastmen how the Mithra crush their enemies. With pleasure! Oh. I was starting to get good. You are Romomigo of the Cobra unit. Who's this? I am Agito Marugito, child genius. Huh? We're not playing games here, kid. Kid? You think me some bratty child? The Mithra mercenaries are as blind as the rest. Did you want to keep that tongue, brat? Enough! Aren't you monastery minister Zompa Zipa's son? I'm not fond of ministry types. My father has nothing to do with this. I came here on my own agenda. I have news. The Yugudo are planning something at Fort Karugo-Narugo. Karugo-Narugo? This is just some brat's prank, boss. That's exactly how the warlocks responded. But I've seen them with my own eyes, great big Yugudo flying through the air. I was observing the comet from the roof when I noticed feathered beastmen soaring towards Karugo-Narugo. You gotta be kidding me. Go on. And that's when I found... Uh-oh. Where is it? Aren't you the roadblock from earlier? Wow, that was a long time ago. Yes, this is it. Thank you. This fell from the sky. Take a close look. Never seen anything like it. Is this a Yugudo feather? Now that I think about it, boss, there was a report from the squad stationed in the Marifuatid Mountains. They had sighted some real menacing-looking Nagudo, downright frightening apparently. They disappeared in the flicker of an eye, so most took them to be birdmen illusions. I didn't think it worth mentioning until now. Neglecting to inform me of a potential threat. I'll meet out your punishment later. I'm sorry, boss. Are you ladies ready to move out? After being cramped up on that ship for so long? Bet. Time to see if my blades have rusted in the sea air. Then assemble your unit and get moving. We'll join you after relaying this news to the Anacondas. Understood. Hey there, Cyndaquil, isn't it? Yeah, stop staring into space and get your kit ready. Yeah, boss. Or, yes, boss. Ah, wish I could go with them. Jeuno Marugito. I found a Ryu. Uh-oh, looks pissed. Professor Korumoru? You skipped out a Reno on my class for the last lossity time. I was just around the corner, and I was coming right back. I've had enough of your excuses. No more nice diddly ice guy. I've done diddly decided. You are to stay a Reno in your room until you learn do diddly, earn some respect-a-roo. You're going to confine my genius? Exactamundo. Now come a-roo with me. Roadblock, I need your help. Have you seen a starfruit before? I've buried one in West Saruta Baruta. I want you to dig it up and bring it to the school. If anything hip-diddly happened to you, who knows what Zonpa Zippo would doodly do say to me. Really don't like the way he talks, but hey, at least you're not pulling him by the ear. No, this is a crime against free thinking. Alright, so I'm gonna guess we have to go to... Gonna examine the triple question mark in West Saruta at the base of the tweet. Examine the bottom left door of the Acolyte Hospital. There's waters to get the final. This is kind of a basic quest. Debating whether or not I should switch to Thief. I say basic and watch us get our butts kicked. It happened. We're gonna need to change our warp home point, aren't we? Don't do that now. While we're thinking about it, your crystal. Put this as your home point. Yeah, I'm sure. Printer shoes. Alright. A little bit more movement speed. Not a lot of movement speed, but maybe enough to make the difference. Probably not. Still missing fleet. Alright, fix that. Go up there. Wait for the game to lock up and let us back in. Or out. Is it in? He's asleep. Alright, so we're headed to the Twinkle Tree? I think I know where the tree is. I think it's the one that's at the top of that hill. We have to go this way. These ones that follow you? Ooh. Kinda looks like it, doesn't it? Yep, they follow you. I want to say, don't quote me on this, but there's a lottery notorious monster from these tiny lycopodium. You punch them, kill them, and after a while the notorious monster will spawn and kill it, and I think it drops something, but I never camped it, so I can't say. I'd have to try that someday. I do remember trying to level Dancer in this zone back when it was all new. I was trying to get Dancer up to 37. And I think one of these things walked up to me and one-shotted me from behind. That's the tree. There's the question mark. Got the small star fruit. That was easy. Should probably use the warp ring to get back. Because we're cheap. That'll work. Maybe not. Do one more. What if it's too late to switch back to the PC? We got the achievement. What was it? Hour and a half. I suppose we can do with these miniature lockups for just another 90 minutes. If nothing else, it'll remind us why it is that we don't like the Xbox. I suppose there's some other things I could do. I could try emptying out all my bags. I don't know just how empty your inventory needs to be so that it doesn't lock up the way it does, but I got too much stuff. I just don't want to toss out. Hey, it's Zompa Zippa. Yeah, that's not it. That one. Maybe one of these, isn't it? Right there. The Aqualite Hostel. Now, where, Reno, have I seen you be fitty for? You want to speak with Jeuno Marujido? He's finally retutally turned to his studies. Okay. I got a star fruit. Don't I get a reward? How is that studying? Kids these days. Roadblock! You're here. Do you bring what I asked for? Did you bring what I asked for? Excellent, Haru. Here, you can have this, along with my thanks. Hehe. Now everything is falling into place. What'd you give me? A high elixir. I can sell that. I think they go for like 20k on the auction house. Not awesome, it's not great, but... So the next quest is called the... Probably don't have it flagged yet. Right. So we need to go to the Pandola. Which waters again? H10, make it the Fort Karugo-Narugo, and okay. For the record, I'm suck at navigating Fort Karugo-Narugo. I never understood it. I always got lost in it. There were a couple times that I tried doing campaign battles in there and just didn't. Yeah. Can't run straight. At least we can run fast. Make your way to Karugo-Narugo, enter the fortress on map 2, go to I-8, find Rotith Molgeti on the upper floor, east from the campaign arbiter. Okay, so we'll just use the campaign arbiter. Go east from there. After a short cutscene, exit the fort and find a question mark in the northern part of the I-9 on map 1. This quest can be completed with the allied tags active, but doing so will cause campaign battle enemies to attack you. So don't do that. Quest? Okay, quest. Hey, Cyndaquil, the Cobras are in an uproar over that Fort Karugo-Narugo fiasco. Anacon, the mercenary major, such a long title. Vashai took her mercenaries and set out as soon as she heard the news. The boss is furious at being left in the dust. The Cobras are not going to stand for this. You better be ready to roll out at any moment. Hi diddly ho. What do you want with me? Can't you see I'm busy? No, I just wanted to know if you've seen Arino, one of my students. One of your students? You mean that little brat? Ah, yes, Ajito Marujito. I thought Aru, he was concerned to Doodly, writing on it. I don't even know what the man's saying. It's just not cute when you don't understand it, but... Oh no! Building a Cardian. The, you know, little wicker robot. Yeah. Good to see you practically practicing your spell drill arenas. Why, Julie, don't you take a break, Aru, and have some tea? Casting Meteor. Meteor? Ajito Burajito? What's a Two of Cups? Okay. They're not that dangerous. I was completely done doodly duped. Only the son of Zompa Zippa could show Aru such mass-tasty mastery over Cardian at such a young age, Arino.
During the day, you just have to say all this stuff.
I skipped some of it. It's just... I mean, yeah. But you never heard me doing the male dancer who had Haya's hair? You ever seen that guy? Square Enix loves zooming in on his ass. Not that he has much of an ass to show forth, but no, he's Hume. Yeah, the Haya fro. I don't know if you remember it or not. But he has a lisp. All his S's get turned into THs. Even when he sighs and it's in brackets, it's thigh. Yeah. Very bad. One of the cutscenes where you go through memory lane, and showing this scene and this scene and this scene, everyone's all happy and all of this, and it's fading to black. And just as it finishes from fading to black, he does his zoomed in on the butt, turned around, and pow, and then rose petals fly everywhere. I can never unsee that.
I really did.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Sorry. Girlfriend aggro. Back to the story. Unless I miss my Markaroo, that scampily scamp is headed for Fort Karugo-Narugo. Once he gets an idea in that stubborn head of his, you must go and drag Aru, that boy, back to the scruffy scruff of his neck, Arino. What can you say to that? Even if he is a brat, you can't leave him to the mercy of the birdmen. Talk to Rotith Molget once you get to the fort. She'll lend you a paw. Don't worry, I'll explain the situation to the boss. Alright, so Campaign Arbiter should be here. No, that's not the Campaign Arbiter. That's the Campaign Arbiter. Fort Karugo-Narugo. Already knows. And here comes Miss Kitty. Stand there. Don't stand there either. Alright, so we need to go east. I'm just reading it again. East from the Campaign Arbiter. So we need to find the Campaign Arbiter first. Sometimes it warps us next to the Campaign Arbiter. This time it doesn't look like it did. And Sentinel, Goblin Pioneer. Okay, like I said, I'm not very familiar with the fort. I'm assuming that we go over here. It's a big assumption. This will zone into... We're not on the map now. Divine Sentinel, and just walk right through the door. Got a patrol worm. Those guys. This should be a new map, right? Yep. Okay, so now we can do wide scan. I think that is who we're looking for. So let's track her. Do this way. Yep. DC. I think that's our campaign order. So let's go east. I think that's it. Looks like it. We can get there from here. I know there's this battle going on and we're just all standing around. Oh, hey Bumcap. Yeah, finished the wings. Got the gamer score. Well, finished the main mission. These are now the quest for Windurst. And after this one, we're going to do the quest for Bestock. I might have screwed it up slightly, but we'll see. But we got the achievement for... Pretty sure I did. Let me double check that. Achievements. Final Fantasy 11. Here we go. Wings of the Goddess missions. Completed the Wings of the Goddess missions. I don't think it shows it here because these are all secret. Yep. Not too many left. What we're going to be working on next is... we're going to finish up the Windurst Back in Time quest, and we'll do the Bestock Back in Time quest, and I think that also unlocks another achievement. But right now we're looking for a Jeuno who's gotten away from us. What's an Jeuno? Oh, you mean that kid that just showed up. Are you the kid's guardian? You should keep a closer eye on him. Who lets a child come alone to a place like this? I think he was trying to take a wander outside the walls of the fort. Okay. Yeah, no. I still have one more. I still have to get Scholar up to 75 and be almost done then. What I'm not. The one I'm not looking forward to. The one I'm not looking forward to is where you need to get the highest ranking in Ballista. I read of a way that you can kind of cheat it. You kind of need 2 or 3 accounts, but I'm gonna give it a try. After I get everything else. I'm gonna save that one for last. There's nothing out of here but dirt and cacti. Where could they be hiding? What the hell are you looking for, boy? Oh! Ah, it's just a Karugo. Weak against earth, as I recall. I should be able to... Whoa! But we got the Cait Sith summon, we got the Atomos summon, we got the Lillicet Trust NPC, we got an earring. It's been a decent morning. It took less time than I thought it would. Almost killed Lillicet. And no one does Ballista anymore. I shouldn't say that. Everyone's probably playing Ballista right now. Makes the fur on my ears stand up. My skin is prickling. Ever since those things showed up, all sorts of strange. Enough chatter. Let's bring these birdmen down. Hey, I was the one who told you about this attack. Don't think you can just assume command and steal the Cobra's prey. Oh, relax. At least now the Tyruses are able to join in the fun. Are you ready, ladies? There will be no retreat. Press the attack or die in the attempt. Harden your hearts, show no mercy. Show them the dreadful fangs of the Mithra. Daughters of the jungle, charge. Kitties do like to jump up and down. Alright, so now we have to examine the question mark once for a cutscene, and the second time to spawn the cruel notorious monster Lynx. So, let's call forth Lillicet. Alright. And who else do we want? Let's get Prish. And Lion. And I'm looking for Nashmira. I don't think I said her name right. I never say her name right. Oh, no. Nashmira 2. Might come back for that one. I thought it was Nashmira. I thought I had the original one. Please. There she is. Okay. Now it's a girl party. Yeah, there were so many spots in Chains of Promathia that were just little itty-bitty miniature cutscenes, but remember, back in the day it used to take you forever just to travel out there. Go here, click this door. Some of it was just overly complicated, where you need to go and kill this notorious monster to get a key to unlock this notorious monster so you can get this key item, and then play with these torches in some swamp thing. It wasn't a swamp, it was a sewer, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was a sewer. But what I'm not looking forward to is doing it again on another tune. But maybe someday. Alright, so I already forgot where we're going. After a short cutscene, exit the fort and find a question mark in the northern part of I-9. So if there's I-9, we don't have a tab. Okay, just look at the map. How close are we to the northern part of I-9? No, pretty close. There it is. Found it. Downside is I'm gonna lose my flea status. Oh, what the hell? Really? Fuck you, plants. Seriously. On the plus side, I'll get a little bit of a TP. Yeah, Sicarium. That was it. That place sucked. Remember back when the level cap was 40? And you needed like a small army or an alliance to even stand a chance. Because of all the true sight tourists that would never move. They would just stand there waiting for you to walk in front of them. Let's see. I wonder if you can just stand here and let it eat the card. Or would that screw up the future? Probably screw up the future. Hey, who asked for your help? Square Enix did. Look it again. That works. Alright, I wonder which lady's gonna get the kill shot. Probably Prish. That would be my guess. Holy shit! I do believe that did 2,300 points of damage to me. Wow. Alright. We're not gonna fool around anymore. We're just gonna bring a healer next time. Alright. Special attacks, Chaotic Eye, Inflict Silence, Petrified Breath, Frenzied Rage, Attack Boost. Okay. Blink of Peril, it's a gaze attack. Avoidable by facing away from the links. Should have done that. That reduces the target's HP to 1% and minimizes hate. Similar to Throat Stab, may be capable of knocking a character out according to some reports. Enemy stunned. Alright. I should have been turned around. Actually, I should have read the battle notes. After successfully defeating the links, examine the question mark again for another cutscene. Then return to Windurst Waters S, speak to Dea for a final cutscene and your reward. Okay. So, not quite. There will be the next one. A shiver runs down your spine. Oh, I think that was when the link showed up. I would have been fine, but thank you anyway. Oh shit! Should have rested up HP for this. Oh! It's them, the beastmen I saw. I mean, even from any angle, they just don't seem threatening. Don't do anything stupid. Your little legs are shaking. Hey! Your battle has brought the birdmen out of hiding. Excellent work. Ooh, it's Taurus. What? What the hell is that? Taurus! I read about them in one of the library books. I've fought some nasty looking critters in my time, but these creatures... We knocked a couple of them out. We'll need all the support we can get. You up for it, kid? I'm no ordinary child. I'm a Jeuno Marujito. At my signal, my anacondas will loose their arrows in a rain of death. Use that confusion to bless those critters with the biggest spell you have. Oh, okay. And you, the kid's guardian, slip around the carnage and join the tigresses in their assault. Wait for it. What the? Okay. Green Chocobo to the rescue. The Scorpion War warlocks were pinned down elsewhere, so I decided to come myself. It appears you had the situation in hand. I apologize for my late arrival. I am Warlock Warlord Robo Akbo. You have my thanks, Mithra mercenaries. Your presence here has blunted what may otherwise have been a surprise slaughter. Cobra Mercenary Major Romo Migo. Anaconda Mercenary Major Vashah. No, it's Vashai, isn't it? And we appreciate the help. And don't forget the terrible tigresses from Ozira. Ozira? The Federation of Windurst welcomes our friends from across the sea. But this attack, cunning even for the birdmen. Huh? What's with him? We're done here. Take the child back to Windurst. The anacondas will look in on our sisters in Maripotod. Mark, you be seen? As we being told, this information come in useful. Hoot. When the Harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. The prophecy. And what of the wings that illuminate the darkness? Maybe we already illuminated the darkness. Up or back up? Nope, still got 18 seconds. Okay, so now we just have to go back and turn it in. Tile. Warp ring. This is why we changed our home point. Bye, ladies. It's been fun. We're gonna do this again because I need a healer. Even at 99. I can't believe that thing almost killed me. Yeah. I suppose there's worse things. Now chakra should be back up. Yay! I remember there was a time, maybe in the first week, maybe the first couple of weeks that they had campaign, the mobs were really easy. We had no problem killing them. It was when we had our most fun. And so after that, Square Enix realized that they had made it too easy. So they buffed everybody's health. They increased the damage. And I guess they just raised everyone's level and just made it very difficult. So difficult, in fact, that the following week we got our butts kicked. Handed to us. It was terrible. Beastmen did so well that we had lost control of every single area. And we got maintenance coming up. And we were fighting within the city walls. Windurst, Waters was under attack. South Sandoria was under attack. Bestock was under attack. It was awesome. I kind of miss those days, but oh, you're back. Looks like the brat is in one piece. Huh. I saw you fight at the fort, Cyndaquil. You sure know how to handle yourself. All the Cobras are talking about it. Things seem to have escalated since that warlord got involved. After we returned to Windurst, the boss was summoned to Heaven's Tower. I guess we're gonna pretend that we were summoned as well? Fly on the wall, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's got nerve putting a monopoly on my time. I'll get off, Rommel. Ah, you're both here. I apologize for monopolizing your time, mercenary majors. The reason I asked for your counsel is regarding the practically separate movements of the War Warlocks and the Mithra mercenaries. This incident has convinced me of the need for a higher level of cooperation. Yes, I thought this was just the very same thing. There is more that could be accomplished if we coordinate our efforts. There are more units arriving from the south every day, and we need organization to take full advantage of our strength. But until recently, we hadn't even laid eyes on you. How do we know you can be trusted? I have to say I like this game. I'm responding to Kevin here. Because, It's I mean, right now the only reason to keep playing is just basically for nostalgia and and achievements. If you haven't gotten all the achievements yet, but yeah, they've changed a lot of it. You can solo a lot of the old game now, which I guess is kind of what you need to do because there just aren't enough players anymore to take advantage of what needed to be done. They still have some in-game content where you probably want a full alliance of 18 people to go after stuff, but those kind of that kind of stuff, you got people with full relics and full other powerful stuff, best in slot pieces. There's one guy in my link show, totally foobar, just spent the last 4 weeks grinding mobs to get all the job points necessary for Beastmaster. Finally got that capped, and I think he's going to take a week off from the game. But sorry, back to the story. Just as your war warlocks have their way of doing things, the Mithra have their own style of battle. We're not here as your pet attack cats. I expected you to voice such doubts. I believe an audience with the star symbol is in order. My least favorite boss. She's no Treon, I'll say that. Think. The boss was pretty surprised to meet the star symbol herself. It's that warlord that surprises me, though. Did you see those wrappings? Some say he was horribly injured in battle. Others say he's worn the wrappings since birth. In any case, no one has ever seen his face. He goes to any length to claim victory, and often takes the field himself. His allies seem to fear him almost as much as his enemies. Why would the Parliament of Patriarchs elect such a sinister figure? Jeuno. Ah, Professor. Thank the Star Arenos you're safe. This time I'll see your pin-piddly punishment stick-a-doodly. Backaroo to school with you. No! Here's my tank diddly thanks to you. There he goes, getting dragged off again. I take the chance to grab some rest. You never know when the next duty will drop on you. I think the boss has her eye on you, Cyndaquil. Keep your claws sharp. And we got a star. We already have a star globe. He gave us another star globe. Where is it? There it is. This might be smaller than the one I have. Let's see. Map. Let's scan. Looking for. We're gonna check something real fast here, because I think we probably have to zone anyways. Usually what you have to do after these final quests. So, auto run north, I'm just gonna glance forward here. Windurst waters, check the door to... Where's Jeuno? Doesn't say anything. Be cool. Press. Click. View house. Log safe. Got you. Celestial globe. Okay, that's different. The general shake. This exquisite crystal orb twinkles. Survival guide. Teleportation. Original areas, northern Sandoria, using tabs. We're going back in time. I read somewhere, I think this was back in April, that they're working on an offline-ish version of Final Fantasy XI. I believe it's going to be a mobile game, so there's no guarantee it's even going to come to the States. It might be Japanese only. It would be neat if they had voice acting in that. I'm not gonna get my hopes up though. I'd just be lucky if it, you know, goes up. Never say never though. I used to say never that we would ever see a copy of Shenmue 3. It looks like that's gonna happen. And click that. Here again, we're running in a mini circle. Travel to another home point. Dark region, port. Bunkhouse. Yes. 3. What are we doing on time? 7? Less than an hour. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to finish all the Windurst in time quest tonight. I'll plan it out better tomorrow night and have it all on one big page. Alright, so we're going to go up here. Mobile F11. And honestly, I think they could probably port this game onto like a Nintendo 3DS. And that would be awesome, but I can't see them, you know, doing any more ports to any consoles. Not with as few people as they have left. Okay. Unlock. There we go. Save. Okay, we definitely don't need a knowledge ring in there. Already misplaced it. Oh, I did that. Star globe. Alright. Layout. Layout. Log save. There it is, Star globe. We'll start out by putting it right next to it, just to see... Okay. That is not as impressive as I thought it would be. We're gonna move it. Rearrange. Exactly have a center, do they? Okay, let's stick it there. Okay, that's enough of that. Out of the Mog House. Actually, have I made any money today? Delivery box. Receive. Probably not. No, in fact, they sent me 2 more high elixirs, so I got a total of 3 now. How embarrassing. Area you entered from. Oh, thank you. It's Dentral's house, and I'm definitely gonna have to reactivate Dentral. Has a harpsichord. It was a item that they had for the piano CD of Final Fantasy XI music, and it was something that came with a little code. And I think it was every game day at midnight it would start playing a little harpsichordy noise. Unfortunately, you only got one for one character, one account, one time only. And you can't. You might be able to trade it now since you can trade rare EX stuff from one character to another, but you know, it's kind of neat. Sale status. High elixirs did not sell. I don't understand why, but 1, 2. Yes. Just glad these things aren't rare. All right. Going back in time once again. I want to get a theme going for all my mannequins. similar armor styles or sets. Actually, be neat to give them all the same armor, but that's probably not gonna happen. Release expired. Yeah. I saw somebody that had there you go. Traded like I don't know how many bronze coins they must have traded to get it, but they're like set for 10 years or something. And I've often thought about that, but I'm cheap. And I keep taking breaks from the game for such long periods of time that it just kind of seems like a waste. If I just put in the weapons and stuff that I don't really use all that often, I'm just paranoid of throwing it away. Go this way. Maybe 5 years. Do you have to do all bronze coins? I don't know if they're bronze or copper. I think they might have been copper. Or can you take like a gold coin and get it all done in one fell swoop? Or do you remember? This way. Acolyte Hostel. Feels like a look. Is it bronze or copper? Bronze. That's it. Blue house. What's in the sack? $72. Got gold pieces. The cheap one. That's probably what we need to sell on the auction house. Because those things make money. Alright, click, click. Yeah, that would be too easy. Straight a gold coin and like, alright, your house's mog locker is extended till 7 years. Oh, roadblock. What are you doing here? Come for a visitario with the boy genius of Windurst, have you? I'm sorry to inform you, but I have a super confidential meeting to attend. No time for idle chin wagging. Okay. What's the meeting about? Well, if I told you, it wouldn't Taro be confidential now, would it? Maybe you should just come along. I love secret meetings. I figure you've... Oh, it moved. I figure you've earned your place after last time. Come along then. No dawdling. Probably get around to that. I think I'm gonna get the black belt first. We're gonna, you know, do a this, that, and then. Because I'm still cheap. Look, the War Warlocks have gathered in Secretaru? Yeah, that's what it said. Oh, we're not invited to the meeting. You thought we were invited to this meeting? Don't Tara be absurd. Potential wise wizards such as myself must master the art of reconnaissance. And I also had to see what kind of goodies the grown-ups get to eat at these hush-wushy get-togethers. I recognize some of these guys. It appears everyone is in attendance. I'll cut right to the meat of the matter. Windurst is facing a crisis she has not known since the Federation was first founded. Fort Karugo-Narugo stands as our last line of defense, and that is why I intend to make a request for Sandorian reinforcements. You would grovel before the Royal Knights? Those pointy-eared prancabouts have been our mortal enemies for generations. We are now part of the Allied forces. Sandora is a nation of proud warriors. Their aid would be invaluable. But, all the same to me. Master Caster Patna Atna of the Taurian War Warlocks. It will be your duty to make the request for reinforcements to the Royal Knight General. Sir, yes sir. And since I detest sitting around sucking my thumb, I intend to execute my aforementioned strategy. You mean that strategy? The one where you storm Castle Ostroja? Insanity! You would do better rally-wallying the Mithra mercenaries and seeing to the defenses of the city, rather than wasting lives on a hopeless Assaultaru. The Mithra will remain here. I shall be taking only my personal guard. But Warlock Warlord for Warlock I don't know if you can +1 the black belt now. I remember reading somewhere that they were going to change it so where you could actually put an item level on it. And even if you can't, I mean, even still at the level 75 deal, it's still bested slot for boss. I think it is. I need to double check that. But Warlock Warlord, even with your formidable power, your concern is touching, but misplaced. Zoku Ozoku? Zonpa Zippa. I leave command of the city defenses in your hands during my absence. And such capable hands they are. So capable, you needn't even bother coming back. Master Caster Camilo Domilo of the Sagittarian War Warlocks. Sir, your duties shall be to command the defenses of Fort Karugo-Narugo. The Tigress volunteers and the Cobra mercenaries will be dispatched to provide a sizable fighting force. Are you displeased with your assignment? No, sir. If something should befall the enchanted walls, the fortress will become vulnerable. Situate the mercenaries in key locations to repel any sudden assaults. He shall serve as your advisor. You may see more cooperation with a suitable intermediary. These orders are effective immediately. To your post. Oh, this was a most successful recon. Oh shit! Been caught. What? Zubaba. I see we have a pair of Snoopsy Whoopie interlopers. I was just practicing my information gather. Silence. This is no place for children. Out with you. What could the Warlock Warlord possibly be thinking? Does he mean to hog all the glory for himself again? Glory? He'll return to a city of smoking ashy-washy and ruin if he leaves it to the mercy of the theocracy. This crazy waving to be on the forefront of the action is insufferable. I don't care if he is the Warlock Warlord. His policies have our fair city crawling with Mithra mercenaries, and he speaks of sending Wendy for even more reinforcements from Ozira. As if that weren't Taru bad enough, now we have this request for elven reinforcements, as his thirst Taru for conflict blinded him to the consequences of his actions. I can't Taru let his madness continue. Your day will come soon, Robolokbo. Not bad. Things appear to be progressing to plan. I hope nothing has been forgotten. Do not underestimate the shrewdness of the Ogudo. They will ruthlessly strike any weakness in the fort's defenses. But if we can strike a mortal blow in the meantime, I am willing to make sacrifices for the greater good. Oh ho! How reassuring. There is one for whom this must be done. Let's see if your bite is as ferocious as your bark. Who's talking? Oh, I bet it's the Mithra. Male Mithra. I forgot to check to see what time the server maintenance was going to start. So after this cutscene, I'm going to have to scroll back up a little bit and see if there's still a note. What are you doing lying around, brat? Oh. Don't you remember what day it is? That's right, the professor. He's leaving through the Windurst Water's gate. It may be the last time you see him in one piece, so you better give him a proper send-off. Right. Please take good dang doodly care of the kids while I'm gone, Aru. You've got nothing to worry about. That Ajito Marujito handled himself pretty well back there at the fort. Speak of the devil. Rest easy. We'll make a man out of him, you'll see. Oh, diddly. Now, Jeuno, I'll be absentified for a time, so don't go making a noodling nuisance of yourself. Alright, Reno? Ah, good to see you again. My duties take me to Jeuno, and I'd be most rankingly thankful if you could keep an eye, Reno, on this troublemaker. There's a research effort in pin-diddly progress to alleviate the food shortage caused by the war. Researchers from across Vanadil are gathering to offer their doodly ideas. Maybe crystal synthesis? Saying, maybe? I've been personally invited to participate, Reno. I must do my blingingly best so that the children like Jeuno can grow up to be healthy and strong Aru. Don't taro you fret about Jeuno Marujidu. By the time you return, I shall have become a resplendent warlock. I'm sorry, I can only spare a couple of kittens to escort you to Jeuno, Professor. I prefer to have some more seasoned mercenaries guide you on the trip, but His High and Mightiness, the warlord, isn't shy about requisitioning my troops. Most of my girls were just hustled off to reinforce Fort Karugo-Narugo. Meal, ma'am. I have no pants. Oh. Yes, ma'am. You two are charged with seeing the professor safe to Jeuno. No side trips. No problem. Just some respect, will you? Leave it to us, boss. Aha! I may look a little soft-diddly droopy around the middle, but I'm still an elite graduate of the Arostery. I'm not so hang-doodly helpless as all that. Oh, of all the people they could kill off. I must be off. Farewell, Reno. Windurst will be safe in our paws. Cynical wave goodbye. Part of me is kinda thinking I should put on my beetle harness outfit so that I could match Day's armor, and that would just be totally confusing for everybody, wouldn't it? Maybe not. I don't know about those kittens. They haven't even cut their teeth on an enemy yet. Maybe I should go with them. Don't be foolish. The professor just have to turn around and bring you home. But Cyndaquil's here. This seems like a job for you, Cyndaquil. Could you chase them down and make sure they reach Jeuno safely? Once Teal and Meal see the professor off, tell them to join the rest of our unit at Karugo-Narugo. Okay. That's how we started it. Ooh. Get a platinum. Oh yeah. After the cutscene was over, I was going to scroll up. Here's the message. 99 from 2200 to 2330 Pacific Standard Time, so midnight. Okay. Got half an hour. MT will be performing maintenance on all worlds during this period. Final Fantasy XI will become off-build. Because they're getting ready to do the next expansion, but the next campaign. Read over the details. Version update. I don't think it's the final version. Alright, the following campaigns will blink into existence on Thursday, September 10th at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 6 a.m. Double Experience Campaign. Yay, experience earned from vanquishing monsters will be doubled. Double Capacity Point Campaign. Capacity points earned from vanquishing monsters will be doubled. Double Monstrosity Experience Campaign. Sorry, but no. Experience points earned from vanquishing monsters will be doubled. Double First Segment Drop Rate Campaign. The odds that something segments will drop in colonization and reviews will be doubled. Skirmish Treasure Coffers Rate Campaign. The odds that personal treasure coffers will rank up in normal and Diluvian skirmishes will be greatly increased, yielding likelihood of finding quality stone. Don't do skirmish. Small Garden Campaign. This sounds neat. Small gardens will undergo the following adjustments. Double the normal amount of shining stars will be earned. Different flotsam will wash up upon the shores. For your creatures will provide items twice daily. Noodles in the Mall Garden will sell the following items: Golden Seed Pouch, Monarch Beetle Saliva, a Bronze Bed, Mahogany Bed, a Noble's Bed. It won't be like 300,000 gil. And Goblin Stew 880. Alright, the Bronze Bed, the Mahogany Bed, and the Noble's Bed, in case anybody doesn't know, that's part of the stuff that you need to upgrade your Mog Safe. That's kind of important for me because I don't have a maximized Mog Safe yet. It is only at 50 out of possibly 80, I think is what it extends to, and I want to say Mog Safe number 2 will follow suit. Storage is capped at 80, Mog Locker is capped at 80. I don't have the satchel because I don't want to mess around with the silly token. Everything else should be at 80. Yeah. So if I'm thinking this right, get those 2 quests, or I think it might be a total of 3 quests done. Yeah, because 50 is what you start out at. I need to get all those done. It's okay. Get it done. Your Alter Ego Expo. Alter Egos will undergo the following adjustments. Maximum HP will be increased by 50%. Alter Egos will gain high resilience to status elements. Double synthesis skill gain rate. Alright, that'd be a good time to skill up your synthesis. Synthesis, synergy, and fishing skill gain will be doubled. Be the best crafter you can be. And then starting week Tuesday, September 5th. Skirmish Stone and Arcane. So a lot of cool stuff happens tomorrow. Mostly, what's going to affect me? Experience points in school. We'll probably be able to finish Scholar. Definitely. Monstrosity, I'm not too interested. I'll guard in. Interested in, but no. Cool. Looking to see back here. I want to say there's going to be another trust NPC that you can get. Oh, they have an online mango for Final Fantasy XI now. Know that. If it's any good. This is going to be the September login campaign. Looks like we're going to get a carbuncle hat. Some guy with a goatee that I don't recognize. He's probably from the phone. Yep, a Kirby cap. Got a Morbo cap that looks like it. Got one of those. Alright, this month's Alter Ego. The man in black once belonged to the gambling tables, but now can belong to you. Get your hands on a cipher Theodore's Alter Ego for 500 points. And call him forced via the Trust Initiative. Okay, and we also get Don the Bond. Oh, wait. No. That's just the NPC to start the thing. For 500 points. Looks like that's the only cipher this time. We'll get to focus on more fun stuff, maybe. Brimstones and other stuff. Okay, alright, that's enough of that. It's all on Final Fantasy's main page, playonline.com, I think it is. You know. Log in every day, collect lots of stuff. Figure out what I have to do next. You may want to obtain the 108 knot Kipu prior to the cutscene, as you will need to return to this point for additional cutscene with it. Now, what sucks is I had one of those items. I didn't know what it was for, so I just tossed it. When that happens. Alright, the Jeuno are located in forts along the far east wall of Saraguna. S. Ramp up to northeast corner, under basement. Okay, so we just need to switch to Thief. Farm 108 knot Kipu, and then something else. Bulwark gates. Okay, sounds easy. How much time we got? Less than half an hour. Should be enough time to farm the key item. Is it a key item? No, it's not a key item. It's an actual item you have to hold on to. Wish it was a key item. Taking up all my space. The coffee is empty. Where the kitty's not all... She looks pissed. Petting her. Okay, looking a little better now. Come on. Change jobs. Main job. Thief. Oh, there we go. Thief. Travel outside. We'll go to the campaign arbiter. Telepoint to Karugo-Champagne. Then we have to start looking at the individual forts for the Jeuno. I think. The 108 knot Kipu. I don't think the last one that I got was from Karugo-Champagne. Unless I got it in Marifolded Mountains one. Oh, no, it was probably Garlage Citadel. That kind of... Put that down there. Get rid of the monk macros. Windower. I don't recommend using Windower on the PC, but it's kind of silly to think that nobody does. Has a option or an add-on that will automatically change your macros whenever you change your job. The hard part's actually getting the macros to match up, but I mean, it's not that hard. So that you don't have to worry about hitting those buttons too. Already passed it, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Yes. Let's do it. Fun times there. Forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, we're gonna be hunting Jeuno, and we're gonna go to the Bulwark Gate. We're gonna pull our trust NPCs out since we almost got one-shotted earlier. I don't think it's likely to happen again, but better be safe than sorry, right? It locked up. Unlocked. Mayakov. So we're gonna check this fort, see if there's a Jeuno in here. I don't think there will be. It doesn't look like it. Out of that window. Start headed this way. Alright, these Jeuno are located in forts along the far east wall of Saragum-Champagne. A ramp up in the northeast corner of L8. One such fort is at L9. Okay. See? All you have to do is read. And I think those gnats aggro. So, yeah. We'll try and bypass them. Rampart gate up. Hi, Barbie. Too weak. They look like a different color than what normally fight, but maybe it's just because of the different light in the zone. That might be it. They do seem like they have a yellowish tint to them. I guess lots of the mobs have been recolored so they can say that, hey, we've got new monsters. And there's just the same monsters with a different skin. Goblins. Dalzak. Already passed Dalzak. We do that. That looks like he's moving. All the way back here? He is moving. Okay, okay. Still, Dalzak, I need to talk. What's a lone Golka do in a place like this? You are not that perceptive, are you? Rude. 5 seconds. Alright. Keep wasting time. I apologize about that. Need to stop wasting time. Square Enix is going to turn the server off any second. I remember back when server maintenance was a big deal, because all the link shells were getting ready for Hyper Notorious monster spawns, because I believe it used to reset it. And so say you're camping Fafnir, and you had to be in position to get this guy and be ready for when the server came back on and get everybody logged in and claimed the mob and hopefully brought it down. Sometimes it was like in the middle of the night. I remember Nikki, she hated it because it was like 4:30 in the morning that she'd have to be logged in, trying to stay awake long enough to ready for the server to turn back on, just so that her friends could get a I thought you had a different name. See if this guy drops anything. Ooh, you died kind of quickly, didn't you? Oh well. Make sure nothing else spawns where this guy died, because that sometimes happens. Not this time. Maybe not. Nope, okay. Wasting time again. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Long story short, I don't know if that's still a thing where the Notorious Monsters still get their timers reset whenever server maintenance ends. Be neat. Get into here. Nope. Wrong turn again. Might be a ramp up here. Probably it. L8 to go to one such fort at L9. So keep going south. This is probably the fort. 09, but you got your Gudos. All you people. Did not get the drop. Now we got the drop. Alright. Oh no, not for Raga 3. This guy's not going to be alive long enough for me to get my weapon skill off, is he? Okay, now he's dead. Okay, so we got the item that we needed. We also got about 600 gil in the process, so I'm going to count that as a win. See if Lee's back up. Lee is back up. Right now we just have to get to the bulwark. Or Square Enix turns the server off. Or run into another notorious monster. Not likely to happen, right? Lee wears off. So sad. Good news is the goblins didn't see anything. Did they? They just can't keep up with me, that's it. I know. Big of a thing. Excuse me. Lord, not quite there. Moru has set off to Jeuno with an inexperienced Mithrin escort. Rumble wants you to make sure they arrive safely. Cait up. Ready for a new flea yet? This place I don't have fond memories of. I do remember pulling hate and not having any healers and having to basically kite the boss around in a big giant circle while all the NPC guards would just basically attack it from behind. And every now and then I would lose hate. I'd be able to turn back around and recover a little bit of health, and then as soon as I punched it, I'd get hate again and have to rinse and reverse. It was the same thing that our paladins used to do when we would fight Kieran. Two paladins trading off hate, casting Flash and Provoke and all the other stuff, and Kieran, and they had two paladins kiting. And once they saw how little damage I was DPSing on my monk, they told me to start Southern White Mage and do a Chi Blast setup. Started doing that, and would do so much damage with Chi Blast that I had to start running with the paladins in a kite pattern. Little clothy, hit and boost every 15 seconds. Oh, those were the good old days. Bulwark gate for a cutscene. I think. Yeah, it's loading. Good. I already told you we brought the professor here from Windurst on official research business. The Duchy of Jeuno, ruled by Archduke Karugo-Narugo, Lies beyond this point. I have orders to prevent entry to any unauthorized travelers. Do you have any papers that document this official business? Oh, you tagged along, did you? It looks like you're just in time to join-fi us for the return tripperoo. You there. That's far enough. You must possess the proper identification before being permitted entry into Jeuno. Hey, look at Tataru. Like a Taru monk. Excuse me, coming through. Ah, I thought so. Professor Korumoru. I wonder if this is the same monk that we saw that was in the Monk AF. You're Rasu? Rasusu? She's as big bangily beautiful as an angel Reno. Do a Congo Rats real quick here. I figured from your letter that you'd be arriving sooner rather than later. And here I am. I would traversify 1,000 times the diddly distance to make your acquaintance. This esteemed personage is Professor Korumoru of the Windurst Ostery, and an honored guest of our research of Futaru. I apologize for the harsh treatment, Professor. Welcome to Jeuno. Yes, welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you arrive safely, Wafely. And you were the Professor's escort party? A job well done. I'm Professor Korumoru's colleague, Rasusu. Nice to meet you. ... I must Taro introduce you to the rest of the research team. Come along, Professor. This is where we partify ways. Keep your ting-tangly tails out of mischief. No promises. Sir, yes, Professor. That was uneventful. I think I'm suited to a riskier style of mission. You know, storm the enemy base, stealth and assassination, that sort of thing. The fun stuff that the mercenary majors get to do. Something you can sink your claws into. How did it go again? You wanted to impress the prince of a foreign nation with your dazzling swordplay, enter into a forbidden romance, then become a wealthy princess, right? What about it? A girl can dream, can't she? Oh, I say, can anyone help me? Anyone at all? How'd you aggro that? Where's your chocobo mount? Really? But look at that! Don't see that kind of pretty down south. Meal, Cyndaquil, you gotta help him. Are you serious? We got 10 minutes. No? Oh, I say, jolly good show. I was about to become afternoon tea for that beast. And what fortune to be rescued by such enchanting maidens! You really should be more careful out there in the wilds, you know. Still, one handsome face and we've lost her. Speaking of which, what brings you out here all alone in the first place? I'm actually part of a Sandorian reconnaissance party. Cut a long story short, we acquired one of those Yagudo 108 knot Kipus, and the feathered fiends were none too pleased. They chased us down, and in the ensuing chaos I was separated from my unit and had the Queepies stripped from me. I then had the misfortune to come across that creature. A tragic tale. A Queepus may contain vital information on troop movements and the like, and we were on our way back to Sandoria to have it deciphered. If you don't mind, we'd be happy to help you get it back. Oh, I say, that's jolly decent of you. Hill, shouldn't we be getting back to Fort Karugo-Narugo? How can you say that? Do you mean to leave this delectable, distressed soldier to the whims of fate? The instincts are telling me we're onto something big. And if this information is important as I think it is, we could be looking at that instant promotion to mercenary captains. Really? We won't just have our hide skinned by the boss for defying orders? Cuff, cuff. Assuming we manage to salvage this weepus of yours, would you be willing to share the deciphered information? I was certain. There is no reason why this information should not be disclosed to our courageous allies. Your generous and noble words have impressed and captivated me, fair lady. Oh, stop now. Ahem. Well then, time to get to work. Neil, Cyndaquil, let's split up and find the 108 knot Ipu. We rendezvous here at this gate. Okay. 8 minutes. Although they'll probably turn the server off before my clock says midnight. They usually do that. Yay for cutscene. Oh, I say you found it. Jolly good. Great work, Cyndaquil. My thanks to all of you. I am overcome by Windurst's compassion. Time to head to Sandoria. How exactly do we decipher this thing anyway? Simple matter. I'm acquainted with a friar who has a contract with a beastman interpreter. I plan to have this interpreter unlock the mysteries of the Ipu's knots. An interpreter, huh? Is our merry band ready to go on? This way to the kingdom of the Red Lion. So does that mean we go to Southern Sandoria? Enter Southern Sandoria from East Ronfar for a cutscene. Check the door. We probably don't have enough time to finish this. I didn't think we'd be going back to Sandoria though. Everything ends in Sandoria in this expansion. There. Travel to another home point. Sandoria. No, not that Sandoria. Next Sandoria. On far front. Southern Sandoria. Home point number 1. We're gonna be on the PC version tomorrow night. Just a heads up. We'll be doing the same thing. 9 o'clock to midnight. Continuing with the Windurst quest. I don't know if we'll have. I doubt we'll have enough time to finish it all. I think there's like 12 or 13 quests total, and this is going to be probably number 3. We'll check. Ah! I wonder what Rongalut is going to say now that I've changed nationalities. May not say anything. Yep. Can't say much of anything. We will soon be starting maintenance. Please log out as soon as possible. Alright, I don't want to screw anything up, so I'm not going to do a cutscene where we might get disconnected in the process. So we're just gonna have to call it quits here tonight. And I'm gonna try and get back to Sandoria though before it happens. Original release areas, Northern Sandoria, using tabs. Watch me get disconnected while in the middle of a transport. That happened to one of the friends in the link shell over, was Friday night last week, where she was teleporting from one place to another and basically got stuck. I think she was home pointing as she, or warping as she died or something. And the game wouldn't let her go back to her home point. Go to another home point. Current region, port, Mog House. Don't freeze. Yes, please. And so anyway, she called a GM on another character. Say she's stuck. Needs to get unstuck. And GM looked into it, and this was one of those unstucks that he couldn't unstuck her from. That she'd have to contact customer service, and they would have to do something to basically. I don't know what they would do, but they ended up fixing it. Problem was, it was Friday night, and customer service is such a skeleton crew now that that's basically like 1 or 2 people. And they only work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And they were going to be off Labor Day. So it wasn't until Tuesday before she was able to get her character back. And plus side, she was able to level an alt. Say night night before they turn it off. Night. Everyone. And yeah. Oh, froze up again. At least it gave me enough time to say night night everyone. Shut down. No. Log out. Go to the title screen. So, what do we still have to do? Oh, what? This is where I go to get all my cheat sheets for how to get match. For what still needs to be done. Just want to see what else needs to be done. Make sure that what I think I'm doing right now may Alright, so still need to get synthesis up to 100. I've got cooking up to 75, maybe 76, so not too much further to go. They changed skill ups on synthing so that even once you reach the cap, you can still get skill ups up to 10 levels past caps. That's awesome. Bestalk rank 10, easy. Windurst rank 10, that'll be easy. Mercenary rank, where you have to get highest mercenary rank, which I Colonel something. Basically, have to do all the assaults. Gold Ballistar, unlocked by 77 players, where you have to basically have the highest score on your server. Still need to beat Dynamis Archibald. Every time that I've tried to solo the Floating Eye and Dynamis Boasting Glacier, cast death on me. We need to do the Temenos Liberator, which will be easier after we finish something. Try to figure out what it is. It used to be you had to wait, I think a couple of days. Might have been 1 day, but... And then you had to buy another Cosmo Rinse. They reduced the price of Cosmo Rinse after you beat the latest... let's say expansion. Kind of like an expansion, but it's more like a quest. So that I think you can do it back to back now, maybe once an hour. So we still need to get level 75 Scholar, which is almost done. Past Vanadil Nation Quest. This is what we're going for. Completed the Past Vanadil 3 Nation Quest. Unlocked by 79 track game. So that's like 2 more people that have the Ballista. Yeah. This will be a big one. Yeah, you get 100 for achievement. Still need to get Medal of Altana, and I have to get the official Soul Reflector. Wow, that's like one of the easy ones. That for last. So there's no music. Big. Alright, now there's music. Go back. Now it's gonna be that. Anyway. We'll get to stay on as late as we did last night, but we'll just go ahead and call it quits here. We'll be back on tomorrow night around 9 o'clock. I hope you all had a little bit of fun. Sorry this one wasn't as planned out. I honestly thought the fights to get the excuse me, summon spells were going to be quite a bit more difficult than they were. I was planning on having to do like campaign battles in between, waiting for the cooldowns and all that fun stuff, but get it all done the first time around. So here we go. The game is unavailable for play during maintenance. So yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow. There'll probably be some bugs with the fix, and they'll probably boot us off the server a couple of times. These things happen. So I'll try and have some that we will finish. If they get If the server's still down for maintenance tomorrow night, we'll play some Skyrim or something fun like that. Anyways, y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.